Okay, abusia bema kwa ba sonko so ediba eye Ghana Politics Avenue so. Abusia yembonra eye yensemu. Dr. Bawumia pressure mounted on him no. Abusia enye pressure ketwa. Na after say already ne NPP presidential primaries no. Abusia Dr. Bawumia ija eguni chimu no. Mobe kaya eye former finance minister OforiAtta sisiano on the 20th of January okoko PMO ewo immigration court on the extradition process arresting no US ne visa honsensem ene detention no and ba say den baby PMO deportation deport no eba Ghana hasi na after say NPP omoto omaba edema Dr. Bawumia no Dr. Bawumia ne the leader of the NPP CCA ya ankasa ono na ye leader nti Dr. Bawumia CCA no eyese oba bonten na obe breaki silence on OforiAtta ne arrival in Ghana. Now according to Kevin Taylor no ose Dr. Bawumia embra na anase one eye US info no ending komo na ye deport OforiAtta embra Ghana na ombra be face justice. And Kevin Taylor this answer me to Jano. Dr. Bawumia baby take action on OforiAtta and the extradition process no. As you see, Dr. Bawumia or per se OforiAtta eba Ghana nature say or the be redeem eye and also or the be revive NPP party no. It's Dr. Bawumia so when ya bre say OforiAtta and many no eye so baby drew Ghana hasi. No. Oba be lead NPP party no on penchichi mu bia. Me ne ma me se ne papa se bia. Mo me yanko na yanko kuti ensema Kevin Taylor ede etuja. Credit goes to Loud Silence Media. And as a Loud Silence TV. Mo me yanko na yanko kuti ensema ode tuja. Madam ase. On subscribe ya, subscribe like na share ma afofron so ensa into me enkebi. Aha, Ghana Politics Avenue so. Madam ase.
Bawumia ope media. Bawumia ne yere epe bloggers chain on one kasane ho. Why are they running away from an interview? You have won an election. It's over 24 hours. Bawumia has not met the media. He has not spoken. We want to know his ideas. We want to question Bawumia. Bawumia is running for the media. We want the leader of the NPP. Let me tell you, being a flag bearer of a party is definitely making you the leader of the party. We want to know what the leader. We want to know his stance. We want to know Bawumia's view on OforiAtta's matter. He needs to tell us. Because, you see, the posture of the leader will determine where the party will head or where the party is headed. So we want to know Bawumia's position on OforiAtta's matter. He has stayed away from it. Why? Right now, you people want to sell us a new NPP. You want us to sell us, you want to sell us a new Bawumia. You want to tell us Bawumia is not corrupt. You want to tell us the NPP we are saying is corrupt and never to come close to power. You are telling us that it is a new NPP. Bawumia does not know OforiAtta. Bawumia does not know Ekufuado. Bawumia is an independent person. We want Mahamudu Bawumia to meet the press and tell us his view on the OforiAtta matter. You want to sell a candidate to us. You want us to trust you. You want us to trust Bawumia, but Bawumia cannot face us. We want to question Bawumia. He should call the media. Why are you people shielding Bawumia? Why are you running away from the media, Bawumia? We want your views on the OforiAtta matter. You are saying you want to lead the MPP. We should give you power in 2028. You say OforiAtta we are sika. When OforiAtta ye juma closely for 8 years. 8 solid years. Ya check OforiAtta wa America. OSP edi OforiAtta in Semakojina court. Yes, we are here. Yes, so when in Netina EMT. Yes, so when I will lead the economic discussion in cabinet. OforiAtta extra budget and one in the shum. Yes, see, so open see a Jewudi. Say, wo, onya kron 40-second OforiAtta, and you are not in support of what OforiAtta is doing. Avail yourself and tell us your position. Avail yourself. Tell us. Bawumia, who likes the media? Bawumia is all over the place. On the one a pay light to channel. On the one a pay media channel. 24 hours a chum. We're winning elections. He cannot meet the media. We want your views. We want you to speak on Chairman to me status. We want you to speak on OforiAtta's matter. We want you to speak on Give to a Warriors issue. We want you to speak as somebody who wants to prove to us that when you're comfort to say more. The Bawumia you are bringing, which Bawumia are you bringing? Is it the same Bawumia who was the head of EMT with OforiAtta? Is it the same Bawumia who sat in cabinet with OforiAtta? Is it the same Bawumia who is in charge of economy under Akufo-Addo? Tell us, is this a new Bawumia? Then let him tell us where his stance is. Because even this statement, Bawumia telling the minority say, it is not anything na lose elections, no. Name inter-party problems. But Bawumia was recently apologizing to Ghanaians. Mr. S, get me the video. Bawumia was apologizing and telling us to say, we are sorry because of the election we lost. What was he apologizing about? Was he apologizing to the delegates because he wanted their vote, or he was apologizing to us Ghanaians? Because you are telling the minority, say, the election Amuluzi, you know, it is not because you hate DD, you hate pensioners, you hate Ghanaians, Ghanaians were disappointed in you. You are saying it is because more party no more problems. Meaning that apology you were putting out, it wasn't for Ghanaians. That apology was to the delegates so that you could win their vote. You think we are stupid? A double standard man. A man who is not consistent. And we are not going to insult you. We are going to question your statements. Nancy now Pachao. Or say you are sorry and the elections. And they will catch our party for say na a party issues in Tina Muluzi. It is a apology bina de brayeno. Was it just to win the delegates' vote? It wasn't an apology to Ghanaians. We want you to meet the media. We want to ask all these questions. Why are you running from the media? And I want to ask the MPP, is this the same Bawumia you want to present, or there's another Bawumia, a temu delusional JM Bawumia na modene banasa dieng? Because to me, you know, if it is the same Bawumia, then we want answers. We are not going to insult him. We want answers. We want Bawumia to prove to us. We want to trust the MPP. Bawumia should avail himself. Why is he hiding from us? So the apology, what was it about? If you are telling us to say the election Amuluzi, you know, it is about party issues in Amuluzi, then the apology you are apologizing, you know, it wasn't to Ghanaians, it was to the delegates. Send a bear to win elections, you know. So it means you were lying. You have never been honest to Ghanaians. You have never been honest with Ghanaians. Bawumia has always taken Ghanaians for granted. And this is Bawumia's apology. I want to ask him, from what he's saying today, that they lost the election because the party had issues. It wasn't because of the economy. It wasn't because of DDEP. It wasn't because of inflation. It wasn't because of interest rate. It wasn't because of unemployment. It wasn't because of anything. It was because the party had issues. This is your own apology. What were you apologizing for?
Yetu abaye ye research ewie. Ye nimse aban ene ye party ye infomso. Ye infomso. Bebre ewo ye governance no mo. Niema wo ho a afise ye beye yanye. Ye mebi tu wo ho a ye a anka ye hu from the background so a ye enti mejina ha ye nyina ha ye ka ho bi. Vice President, ministers, MPs, board chairman, appointees, yenyina yayem from so pacho momfanche and why momfanche yenyina yaya from so momfanche na yesua your lessons nyame adom ena mode franka ane hyemensa mebe ye president ambassador Ambassador, ya beleni ye lessons, monfanche ambassador. Ye tu abaye ye research.
This was when he was talking to the delegates. Abana ya anya nyoma ye muntimu amunim. Nyoma bi osie ya anya as a government. Nyoma bi osie ye sa aban ye mfi Ghana for. Enti esi an mo delegates monfanche ye. Ade achia no owini elections na. The same Mahmoud Bawumia catcher say, party problems in Tinomuluzi elections. No?
Really, a lot of skepticism about whether we are going to win. The NDC have even gotten a bit arrogant, thinking, oh, whoever you bring, we are going to beat them. There's no way with this majority we will not win. But we've seen majorities of this nature before, isn't it? When J.H. Mensah was there, they were about 61, right? Leader. They transformed. And by the time we got to 2000, we won. And we were the majority. What I see, frankly, are parallels between that parliament and the mighty minority that we see today. You have done an excellent job. You've held this government's feet to the fire. And it doesn't even appear that you are such a minority in parliament. You look at it and you're making the case every time. So frankly, if you look at the outcome of 24, if you analyze the data, you just come to the conclusion that the problem was internal. The NDC's vote didn't change. Their vote didn't change. Even Nanado's votes of 6.7 was higher than what Mahama got of 6.4. Isn't it? Yeah, so their numbers were basically static. For an opposition party, after 4 years in opposition, you would normally expect a big jump if there is a clamor for them. But they maintained their numbers of 2020. Our numbers was where the action took place. 2.1 million people didn't come. So if you look at it, then the task is not as onerous as we think. Because if you look at the gap and you don't do the analysis, you think, but if it is our members who did not vote, the first port of call is to look at the outcome. So frankly, if you look at the outcome of 24, if you analyze the data, you just come to the conclusion that the problem was internal. The NDC's vote didn't. I
was telling the minority group, if you look at or analyze the data, the problem was internal. The same person was on stage telling Ghanaians that we as a government did not do what you want. We as a government took some decisions that were wrong. And forgive us. He comes home, he wins the power, and he tells his party people, the problem is not even as big as we see it. It is internal. A party problem. And yet DDEP. And yet high cost of living. And yet inflation that was out of the roof. And yet unemployment rate. And yet corruption. It is internal. Into a solve internal problem now. You be winning election. This is a flip-flopper. This is Bawumia. Anytime people say MP before say, more Bawumia fufuro bi wo wa na say, temu Bawumia we are, temu JM we. Delusional temu. Bawumia we are na modern ba na say more fufuro bi wo baby. Now he is the leader of the party. The Obeka and a word. Yebusa Bawumia, what is his take on Ken OforiAtta's matter? He has been walking around and shaking people and greeting people. We want him to meet the media. We want him to speak to us. We want Bawumia to tell us he is the leader of the NPP. Whatever he says represents the NPP. We want the NPP to speak through Bawumia. We want Bawumia to tell us, because the general secretary of the NPP is a foolish boy. He is basically a foolish boy. He's a Pentium 2. He's not intelligent enough. The leader of the NPP today is Mahamudu Bawumia. The Bawumia Bekano and an NPP representative. The Pesiebusa NPP, Bawumia leader, say, what is his take on the Ken OforiAtta matter? We are not done. We will be back. We will keep asking the questions. We will not insult anybody. We will always play your terminal report. We will let Ghanaians separate emotions, separate what we call competence from emotions, competence from sympathy. We will question your intelligence. We will question your competence. We will let Ghanaians know why you don't have to lead Ghana. And we will consistently do it for the next 41 years. We are not done. Mahamudu Bawumia is the leader of the NPP. He's bigger than Kufuor. He's bigger than the Kufuor. He's bigger than NEC. He's bigger than the chairman and bigger than general secretary. We want him to speak on Ken OforiAtta's matter. What is his take on Ken OforiAtta's matter? We will be back to discuss this matter. What bodondong what the toilet no when can find if one I can. Shabenina original one was the dondon namotiazi and the horrible dondon the toilet no or bin home. Ever to all but don't drag bin home, na Bawumia jina soro no orkasa into when can fantini reporter bi jina wa. Asema was 100 day. Mahmoud Bawumia ope frankafu tufu we to ama MPP and the orkasa ugwamem na orkasa no kan sibio anye wonsam na orkasa na benyi bisu no kuta dondon na Bawumia ka na odi dondon na akyerase nti mra Mahmoud Bawumia orkasa na ankrata na odi dondon no ori kyerem enti so got la tabejare akwa madam. All right, let me say hello to one or two people. Obi to say Kevin Taylor dear I didn't know the social media no me need obi atemo, and it brings me to this issue of traditional media. Ghana for you 2026, and then you will hear people still talking about traditional media. Who created that word? That traditional media, what does it mean? Because now me can't say so ebini toilet nyanchong. So bit to look at this. This one there. What is it doing? Why are they showing this on TV? Me see nyanchong. Me see ebini me amekasa. Me see edien Bawumia eka ebini wasem. So me ka toilet and one bini. I don't see what it's making you say. And you cannot do this on traditional media. And I must say, I know more radio, Sunni TV, Sunni Facebook. The traditional media right now, people are doing things that is the traditional media will not do. What is traditional media? I want to ask you that simple question. What is traditional media? Mama Ghana for asum enkoda. Because you people are losing the grip of modern day journalism. You are losing the grip on what we call people using the technology to send message in different form. No, you people are still not used to what is happening. And you still get them saying traditional media. Who created that word traditional media? What is traditional media? What is traditional media? Because at this point, we are talking about dialogue. We are talking about sending message across. You might decide to choose the language you want to use, and somebody else might decide to choose another language he thinks fits. So like I say, the traditional media, we have lost it. What is traditional media in Ghana? What is traditional media? You are sitting on social media and you are talking about traditional media. Do you see social media as a traditional media? And in Ghana, what do you consider traditional media? Unless you are foolish, until the old can I say, there's nothing like traditional media. It doesn't work like that. In 2026, akorabie niwa oka traditional media obetie wase say we Jimmy, you don't even understand what you are talking about. What is traditional media? Because as we sit here, Kwame Despite Nankaza could be a Peace FM no. Mumusa say in a week, how many times does he watch Peace FM? Does he watch UTV? So what do you call traditional media? Now traditional media ne say yabobo dying, na mutimu or Joy News, anana mutimu or City, anana mutimu or Peace FM. Ana Angel FM, Ana Kesman FM. Now what wanna yaso Mike? Now what kasemu? And then I'm consider traditional media. Now, what do you consider traditional media? Is it about what to say and what not to say? And who has the right to determine what to say and what not to say? Who has the right? Because you should be able to tell me, say, these words you can say it, and these words you cannot say it. Now, the biggest media houses in the world are all on social media now. CNN is making majority of its money on social media. BBC, it's making its money, majority of its revenue on social media. Al Jazeera, all the major news outlets are, we call them traditional media, no? They are all on the same platform I am on. The same platform, you idiot, you are sitting on. There is nothing like traditional media. You need to understand what is happening. What is happening now is that the young people, the new world we are in, you don't have to go sit in a box and let somebody call you a journalist before you can send information out. You can choose to use the nicest words to send your information. It is up to you. It is your decision to sit and be like Sebi and be like, with all due respect, and be like, it is your problem. But then if people believe that they can send message in different ways and in different forms, because you see, when it comes to communication, when it comes to dialogue, it is what will attract the other party to listen to you. That is why even they say not making a decision is making a decision. Because you deciding even not to make a decision, you have made a decision. For you to even decide, say, I'm not going to eat, you have made a decision not to eat. So not even making a decision, you have made a decision. You cannot sit on Facebook, you cannot sit on TikTok and be talking about traditional media, making people, why have we left traditional? What do you mean by traditional media? Every single TV station in Ghana, every single radio station streams on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, and it's on YouTube. What are you calling traditional media here? Or you just like the word and you are still not used to what is happening. What is happening is new, is different. You need to jump on it. You can choose to do it the way you want to suit you. Into what Maka say, okay, media, me a journalist, media me church and semu, media sibia meka mensem no, meka in such a way obi abeka se bibuade. That is your opinion. That is what you want to do. That is how you feel you can send your message. It is out na Facebook, out na YouTube, out na TikTok. That's a nipa 10 in show. It is your decision to make sure say nipa 10 pen the show. I don't care. Why?
Okay, abusuya we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so eye Kevin Ekwabedu Taylor ono na ayete ne nkase odisa ensem no tudwa abusuya enye asam keto akra sisi a Dr. Bawumia sa pressure no ewo ne so ewo ne side a enye easy kra e bramase se moje pene kokoti sa ensem we de emai aha Ghana Politics Avenue. So, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that any updates be ever dropping on so once able to me akabi.